In Year 3, we teach subtraction of a 2-digit number from a 3-digit number with exchange. I'm going to demonstrate the calculation 246 take away 38. The answer to any subtraction calculation is the difference. So to make a start, let's build the numbers. I'm going to start with making the number 246, which is 2 hundreds, 4 tens, and 6 ones. 2, 4, 6. We do not make the number that we are subtracting, we write it so that it is clearer. I'm going to start in the right hand column and I'm going to take 8 ones from 6 ones, but I do not have enough ones to do this, so I'm going to exchange a 10 for 10 ones. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now I'm going to take away 8 ones. 2, 4, 6, 8. This leaves me with 8 ones, which I'm going to move into our large equals at the bottom. Having done this, I'm going to move into our tens column. I'm going to take 3 tens away from 3 tens. 10, 30. That leaves us with no tens. Finally, I'm going to go into our hundreds column. I have no hundreds to take away from 2 hundreds, so I'm going to move those into our equal sign, giving us the answer 208, which is also the difference between 246 and 38, and our answer 208.
Right, I'm going to demonstrate the equation 315 minus 73. I'm going to show you it in pictorial and in the abstract. So, to make a start, I'm first going to label the pictorial with 100s, 10s and 1s. So I've got, there's going to be my 100s, there's going to be my 10s, and there's going to be my 1s. And to start with, I have got 315, so I'm going to draw that pictorially. So we draw the hundreds as squares. So we've got 3 of those. So we've got 100, 200, 300, 300, 300. I've got 110, and we draw the tens simply as one line down. We've got 110. I'm going to make sure it's aligned with the tens column. There's 110. And with the ones, quite simply, we draw these as dots. So I've got 5 ones, and to make it clearer for the children, I'm going to draw it in a dice shape and try and fit 5 ones in one square. So I've got 315. I now need to subtract, so I'm going to draw the subtraction symbol, 73. And for 73, we just make sure the 7 tens is in the tens column, and the 3 ones from the 73 is in the ones column. Now I can start subtracting. So I need to take 3 away from 5. So off we go. So the easiest way to do this, I'm going to cross them out as I go. So I'm going to take away 3. 1, 2, 3. And quite clearly you can see that I've got 2 ones left. So I am going to write the 2 in the correct column, so it's 2 ones. Make sure it's aligned, and there's my number 2. Next I'm going to go to the tens column. I've got to take 7 tens away from 1 10, which of course is more tricky. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to exchange 100 for 10 tens. And so to do this, I need to draw 10 tens in the tens column. So I've exchanged 100 from here, and I'm going to put the 10 tens, which equals 100, in the tens column. So I've got 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens. Next square, 6 tens, 7 tens, 8 tens, 9 tens and 10 tens, because those 10 tens equal that 100. Now we can see that I've got 10 tens plus 1, which is 11 tens, and I've got to subtract 7 tens, so it's easier to do now. So I'm going to cross out 7 tens. So I know that there's 5 in that box, so I'm going to cross out 5 there. 6, and I've got to cross out one more, so I'm going to cross out this one here. Now to make it a bit clearer for you to see, I'm just going to ring around the number of tens I've got left. If we count them, 7 tens from 11 tens is 1, 2, 3, 4 tens. So we're going to write the answer 4 tens, making sure the 4 is aligned with the 10 in the tens column. Next we go to the hundreds, and we can see we've got 1, 2 hundreds left. We've got nothing or 0 to take away, so 200 take away 0 will still be left with 200. So we can see from this equation of 315 minus 73, the difference will be 242, or the answer to this calculation is 242. Let's have a look at the abstract. So we're going to label our hundreds, tens and ones again to make it clearer. Hundreds, tens, ones, and we always start on the right hand side with any equation when it's column addition or subtraction. So off we go again. 5 ones take 3 ones. That one's quite easy. That will equal 2 ones. We go to the tens column. 1 10 minus 7 tens is too tricky to do, so we are going to use our 300s, and if we take one of those hundreds, we know there'll only be 2 hundreds left, so I'm going to put 2 there. And I know that 10 tens make 100, so I'm going to regroup and put the 10 just above in the tens column, if I can draw a 10. So now you can see I've got 10 tens plus 1 10, exactly the same as pictorially. So 10 tens plus 1 10 is 11 tens. Take away 7 tens, I can do the calculation. 11 minus 7 is 4. We can see that the abstract at the moment is still much than pictorial. Let's go to the hundreds. 200s, take away or subtract no hundreds or 0 hundreds, the answer will be 200s. Again, the difference between 315 and 73 is 242, or the equation 315 minus 73 is 242. The answers in all subtraction calculations is also known as the difference. And that is how you subtract a 2-digit number from a 3-digit number when you need to exchange with the tens.